YouTube, how the heck you doing? This is Corey here with Watcher of Realms. We're going ahead doing our normal Guild v Guild videos that we do occasionally, right? I'm not super consistent about posting. I need to be better. My bad. Right, so we went against Kiss the Watchers. I swear, every single time that we lose a Guild v Guild match, fall out of Overlord for like half a second, we go against them, and then they never attack. So we win, and then we just go right back, right? So let's just see how we did. Did not the best, mainly because we just had some troll like luck. I attacked basically dead last, so everything that we went against was something. So let's just see how we did. What I'm going to start doing as well is if I go against a comp and I lose, I'm probably going to suggest like things that I feel like maybe I could have added this unit or done something a little bit different. So this one, honestly speaking, a little bit tricky. I dropped the Fool, I dropped the Necro, or not the Necro, the Pharaoh Guard. All this is correct. I feel like the change that would have done is maybe use the Infernal Cleric, because he would have gained, like, given resistance to all these units, because, like, they just get melted by Ymrit. Like, Ymrit just kind of knocks them out. Also, one of the things is I think this is A3 Ymrit, because he does more damage, or it does more damage whenever the units are frozen. So the synergy between Boreas and Ymrit is kind of what does a lot of the damage here in terms of like actual CC and bonus effects, right? Also, Boreas goes ahead and applies anti-heal whenever units are frozen. So overall a little bit tricky, right? He's kind of negating the healers here. So honestly, even though I'm dropping these dogs here, the hope, right, is that they go ahead and take out Ymrit. These three dogs, they have a mission, right? And they failed. They failed their mission. they died so quick. So yeah. I feel like this is probably A3 Ymrit. GG's to them. Kind of nasty. The only thing I could think is just use the Infernal Cleric. He should go ahead and provide resistance to those units, and then maybe the dogs will survive. Because it's not like I'm really too worried about my Pharaoh Guard dying, right? And I'm going to watch the second attack, but realistically speaking, I'm not too concerned about the Pharaoh Guard dying. And also, I think moving forward, I'm going to see more Infernal Clerics. I feel like with all the amount of AoE damage, like magic damage, they're probably going to be way more viable. And actually use them on my ult, they're kind of tanky. Like, they can actually survive a little bit. So, see, Pharaoh Guard, he's chilling. He's not under any threat of death whatsoever. Even with Ymrit, right? He's fine. He's basically full HP. Yeah. Yeah. See, even whenever I ended it, he had barely like reached his half HP mark. So realistically speaking, best bet is probably use the Infernal Cleric there. That might be the play. That might be the key. Let's see. I think we won this next one. Okay. Standard Nightmare team. Only difference is he's using Valkira instead of Arrogance. So that's a little bit interesting. I mean, I guess it's because in a way, Valkyria kind of does something similar overall, right? She goes ahead and provides AoE damage. She also hits air units, but she provides a revive for Torador. So I think he's banking on the revive from Valkyria, Torador's revive, and then also Carnelian. But I don't know how much I like it. Cool. So Night of Destruction, Axes, Healer, pretty standard. We're going to repeat the process over here, right? So let's see. Speed it up. Cool. Stop right here. Night Axes. Or, not Axes. Axes Healer. There we go. Pretty much this is all set in effect. Valkyria is doing her best, but once again, she's doing magic damage. She does, like, do damage, right? But it's not like an Arrogance where it's just massive AoE, potential double hits. That's one of the things that this comp is struggling with damage. Because realistically speaking, if You drop an Arrogance, that's AoE damage, double hit potential due to Torador. Also makes all these units attack faster because of Torador passive, right? So multiple things would have been going in his favor. I like the team. It's interesting, like, variation of the comp. It just really requires Valkira to just be a raid boss and just chunk people down. If she can't do that, it doesn't matter how many times you can revive Torador, which is once, right? You lose. So unless, and this is one of the amazing things about this game when it comes to RNG, I'm going to attack the same team, do the exact same thing, and lose. So let's see what happens here. Personal record. Literally attack the same team, same everything. We lose, right? So Night of Destruction. Wait for about 10 cost, 9 cost. Axis Healer. Proct. Torador. Axis Healer. Should go ahead and pop Valkira any second. There we go. Dead. They all just died. And I honestly think it largely comes from either Hatsa and Ajax got probably one extra hit off. Right? They probably just got like one extra hit, one double hit, and that was it to take out the units. Maybe they got a couple, because you can never really tell. RNG is like insane. But at this point, this run is like auto loss. It doesn't matter. I dropped the dogs because my hope is to go ahead and trigger Hatsa ult, which I do because of this dog, and then dropped another set of dogs. But I needed those to live. If those 2 dogs lived, then yeah, probably go ahead and kill Valkira, and then this is GG. But it doesn't work in our favor, so we lose, right? It happens. Overall, the strategy of using Night of Destruction and axes to kill Torador, it works. It's still like viable. This was just like an unlucky second attack, I guess. All right, this is a keep. This one is okay. I think I remember what happens here. Honestly, best bet is instead of me staggering the dogs, which you'll see, should have just dropped both dogs. Like, the second I had 10 costs. Slow down. So see Valkira here, right? The only way to get through this comp is to literally get through it, right? Just kill Valkira. So pop Lily ult, wait for 9 cost, and I'm gonna drop Maw any second here. There we go. This axe actually survived somehow, so props to him. He was working overtime for me. Appreciate it, dude. Doesn't really matter that much because Lily just, goes ahead and heals Valkira anyways. Drop the Fool now. There we go. Right? So Maw's like kind of frozen. The main purpose is I need Maw to basically proc Valkira shields, and then I can use the axes to really kind of help push Maw over the line there and get Valkira to die. So let's see. Drop axes at 6. There we go. Greed does the slow, but it doesn't even matter, right? Valkira's already dead. So right here, honestly, I have 3 units blocking, so only 2 units are going to get past if I were to drop dogs now. Right? But I think what happens is I panic. And I'm like, oh, I could just go ahead and do it. And what happens? 2 dogs get through. All these get stuck, right? Now, realistically speaking, I didn't have enough HP on my units to survive anyways. Like, if you look at it, they would have died, right? Because by the time I had the 5 costs, all my Maw, my axes, my healer were basically or I think it was my healer, were basically dead, right? So this was never really going to be a successful run, even if I had waited. It would have just made a little bit more sense, maybe, if I did like something earlier. So I don't know. A little bit unlucky that the units died as quickly as they did. If they lived like just a little bit longer, it would have worked. I attacked the team the second time. I'm personally just rewatching this because I think I got crazy Valkira RNG. So I'm just gonna zoom in. Right? I'm just gonna call this the Valkira cam. Right? Valkira cam. Frozen. Wait, Jesus. It's going so fast. Frozen. Alright. So all that was pretty standard. I'm cool with this. What I want to see is how many times does Valkira freeze the units? Let's go ahead and focus on Valkira. Speed this up. 6 cost. Axis drop. Oh wait, I want to rewatch this. Hold up. There we go. Let's speed this up. Slow down. Alright, Valkira cam. Watch him. Alright, so Greed does the normal thing. I'm cool with that. 1. So they hit. Interesting. 1 freeze. 2 freeze. 3 freeze. 4 freeze. Dang. 4 freezes. It was those 4 freezes that stopped the run. Because honestly, what's interesting is he froze both of them. Both of them were frozen. So that was 4 hits that could have gone through that didn't go through, which would have procced his shield, probably procced his passive, and would have set Ma up to be able to go ahead and kill him. But those 4 freezes. Valkira can't. Every single time I go against Valkira, I'm just going to do that moving forward. Just absolutely disgusting. Such a dumb hero. He's so stupid. Like, that's insane. Because you can't account for RNG, right? You could do everything right. Get frozen 4 times, don't do damage 4 times with 2 units. It's like, okay, thank you. Fun game. GG's. This can't remember what happens here. I think Volca just like goes like MVP mode. Wait, that's Hotsit. Yeah. Volca just goes like crazy. Because if I remember correctly, she vulnerabilities him. Speed it up. So all this is pretty much fine, right? I agree with all this placement. Everything makes sense. But then it's just like the axe is just getting nuked out of nowhere, which is fine. I dropped another Night of Destruction. Honestly, I could have probably dropped it a little bit earlier. That might have helped. And then maybe this works. But even then, right? My knight just died. That rarely happens, where he just dies before the second one even gets there. Volca. Wait, that's Volca. It's her. Little gremlin. Healer. Boom. So at this point, not really much success. At least chance of success. Because even if these units get past, right? Volca's gonna heal up everybody. Hots is gonna murder. Honestly, the biggest thing is why I feel like Volca's really doing well for this comp is she's giving extra healing to Torador. That's so valuable. Like, that's genuinely so valuable. Probably gives them the perfect amount of sustain to really survive the onslaught from the Axes and Knights of Destruction. So I personally like Volca over Ajax, because I feel like whenever I attack a Volca team, it's always harder. It's always harder. We go ahead and win this one. I'm not even gonna lie. I should have probably like skipped one of my other attacks and just double hit this one. Because good lord, right? So, double garnets. These dudes are going to smack the soul out of Sargak right about now. Goodbye. Hold up. I just want to like fast forward this part. Okay, like look at him. He's just like, yeah, I'm doing my job. Oh no, dead. Dude's gone. Didn't even get a chance. Couldn't even work overtime. He got halftime. Anyways, that was easy, right? At this point, I'm not gonna lie. Drop the flyers. Trigger Hot's adult. There we go. And then at this point, I just didn't care anymore. I just wanted these attacks to be done because I dropped flyer 1 right about now. Now? What am I doing? There we go. Okay. So I dropped flyer 1. What I should have done is I should have waited a little bit longer and just dropped both of them together. Reason being is because watch what Hotsit gets the chance to do here. She gets to ult both of them. But you know what? He eats it. He just eats it. He doesn't even care. He survives. And look at that. 0 HP. 0 HP, he survives. Look at my goat. That's my goat. This dude right here. Greatest lightning guard of all time. He is MVP. He's literally MVP. And there we go. Let me just go backwards, right? Just kind of show everything just like quick. Garnets, Snipe Sargak, goodbye. Epic Flyer, Trigger Hotsit. I should have waited for 10 cost. Did I? I didn't. Drop Flyer 1. Drop Flyer 2. Honestly speaking, I kind of liked staggering them a little bit more because if I dropped them at the same time, Hotsit would have probably ulted both of them anyways. So I feel like I like this more. If anything, I probably could have waited on the second one, but I didn't really care. I didn't care. And then we go ahead, now that there's no like anti-air, just drop them. Is it just me, or do these like remind you of the if you've ever seen Matrix, they remind you of those things, like the little like spirally things in Matrix. That's what these remind me of. But that's pretty easy, right? Just run through, GG. And that's it. Started off rocky. At least I ended up winning like 2 of them, right? We did something. Participation trophy, right? Especially when you're attacking like dead last. Anyways, hopefully you learned something. I'm probably going to start using, hold up, let me pull it up. Let me pull up my my future MVP. This guy. I talked down on him before. He might just be my new MVP. He will be my new MVP. I can just tell. I'm done with the full useless unit when it comes to tanking versus esoteric teams. Useless. This will be my new goat. Anyways, see ya.